heals you when it deals damage. That's nice. Void Eruption. It's a strong attack that damages your enemies and activates Void Form. Requires 100 insanity. Void Form. Transformation that enables Void Bolt and increases your damage by more. That's poorly phrased. Increases damage the longer it is activated. There's no need for. There's no need to have more in it. I was thinking maybe by having buy more, it has a certain implication. But no, you can just drop buy more and it means the same thing. Maybe you could say increases. Damn it! I don't know actually. I know how to say it right. Rephrase it better. Oh, did I really lose the ability there? I think I'm relying solely on that. Okay, I have Flash Heal. Mind Blast is that ability. Okay, so now I have Mind Blast, which doesn't say anything about generating insanity. Shadow or Pain, and Mind Flay. Again, doesn't say anything about insanity. Maybe I'm not high enough level to deal with insanity. Maybe that's a mechanic that is introduced later. Well, that makes me happy. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. But I won't be happy until they're all dead, all of them.
Watch your back.
Oh, Senator, you have some for me. You've been a great help in securing the mines and rescuing the trapped miners. The Senate will be heartened to hear that you and Captain Tarrant's Mountaineers have made progress in securing Dunmoreau. What worries me is that I haven't heard any reports from Sergeant Bahram and his attachment. They were sent east along the road towards Helm's Bed Lake and were ordered to set up a small outpost. Would you go to Bahram's post and check in on the sergeant?
Safe travels.
Level 50 center. Could just go in and smack the trogs around with a stick. They won't be able to hit him at all. Just by being higher level, it's harder to hit an enemy. Or harder. Well, if your enemy's higher level than you, you'll have difficulty hitting them. So yes. 160, 139. Christ, I had over 600 mana when I was protection. Now I've only 173. Here's the Three Stooges. There's a random copper vein there, underground, somewhere. Must be in the quarry. I don't think that makes sense. The way the Final Fantasy XIV and this game handles aggro is quite different. In this game, if you walk behind an enemy, they can notice you and aggro onto you. But in Final Fantasy XIV, they actually have to be like looking directly at you.
What's on your mind?
The elements are in turmoil, priest. The cataclysm stirred up the long dormant water spirits of Helm's Bed Lake, just to the south. They are angry and confused and unwilling to hear my pleas. I've tried everything I know to calm them, to persuade them to stop lashing out and attacking the Sergeant's Mountaineers. Pains me to say this, but no other options remain. We must kill the elementals. They'll be fine. They'll go back to the elemental plane of water and all will be well. Unless you kill them on the elemental plane, they don't die. It's a good thing that the Center didn't come out here on his own. It's dangerous, and we're going to need all the help we can to get the situation under control.
Be good. No.
Kurganoch tells me the cataclysm upset the balance of the elements all over the world. Helm's Bed Lake, to the south, used to be beautiful and tranquil, but is now overrun by agitated water elementals. When they started to leave the confines of the lake, I sent my troops in to keep them busy, but most of them have been frozen in blocks of ice. If we can break them free, they have a good chance of recovering. I cannot spare the men for a second expedition out into the lake. Would you be willing to try?
Keep your feet on the ground.
So, get rid of these surgers and freed men. Gotcha. Seriously, has a cooldown of that long? I was expecting it to be a spammable kind of attack. I'm just almost tempted in staying as a protection priest. It's easier to kill people. I'm just more used to it. Also, this does less damage now. Weird. Shit. Do that and Mind Blast. Hit him. Oh. Alright then. Bastard. I'm just so used to having one be a thing without a cooldown. Ooh, Pioneer Cook. Same as what I have. Does it look better? Eh, it does. Only 81 health. Fine. Frozen Mountaineer gasped for air and shivers in the cold. And then they run off. Thankfully, they didn't just, run off into the lake or something. Actually, what damage does this do? 80. We'll just leave that on him. That'll deal with it. Hey off. See? Okay, I've dealt with all these surges I need to. I just hit these. There. Now we will hold back and wait. Just need to stay nearby. There we go. I ended up freeing one extra guy than I needed to. Still, not for shits and giggles. There isn't actually even a mountaineers trapped in some of these. Actually, there's one in there. Actually, there's one in the mall, yeah. It just looked for a moment like the icy tombs respawned without them. But nah, I just didn't notice.
What's on your mind?
You've done it. The Mountaineers return to the camp and our medics will have their hands full. We're all in your dead, Kurganoch.
Safe travel.
Ivanse?
Great to meet
I don't suppose you brought another squad with you, did you? We've got our hands full out here.
See you soon. Well met.
It is never easy to countenance violence against very elements whose powers I wield. But sometimes there is no other solution. Our duty to the people of Dunmorrow comes first.
Keep your feet on the ground. What can I do?
A cadre of Dark Iron spies have taken over Iron Band's compound to the south, beyond Helmsbed Lake. The Mountaineers are normally able to keep them from getting into Dunmorrow, but everything is in disarray right now. The Dark Iron dwarves will be fools if they didn't take advantage of the chaos. We have to find out what they're planning and stop them before they do any damage. Will you see if you can discover what they're doing down at Iron Band's compound? Kill 5 spies and capture the attack plans.
Be good. Great to meet you.
Maybe they're just there for some camping in the woods. You don't know. Somehow I doubt it. Somehow. Ooh. I take it the leopard's a light sleeper, unlike those trogs from earlier. Cubs are adorable. Oh. Anyway, we'll skirt the lake and we'll head on down to the cabin. Gotten a good bit of recording done so far. good, because I need to get as much done as possible. Oh, bastard! Even with my ass on the ground, I'm still dragging myself forwards. Be able to outrun the surgers. The panther oak like we have to fend off. Okay then. Asshole. Shield. There we go. Just heal. Assholes. Leather boots, yeah, I can only wear cold. Go grab this ore. Ooh. Narm Falk. He's dead. Actually, he's on 1 hit point. Can I heal him? No, just me. It'd be cool if you could just heal NPCs you find in the place and, like, you know, get some for it. Kind of like what they do in Legion with the like fevered explorers and all that. But, you know, a bit more to it. Rather than you just heal someone and then they piss off. Okay. I wonder, do the gems stack to 200? Like the... God, you're aggressive. Like the... like all other crafting resources. I presume they would. They're crafting reagents, so you presume they would stack to 200, but meh. I've never gotten gems that high before, so I wouldn't have a clue. Mind blast. Then we'll go into mind flay. Fuck. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Fine. Mind flay. That and this. Fuck. Do that. Poison will have to go through the shielding, because that makes sense. Okay. Hit him with that. And do this. Never cross a dark iron priest, says the spy. Funny enough, since Cataclysm, I could actually play it as a dark iron. They've joined in, some of them have tossed in their lot with the normal dwarves. Like the non-dark iron dwarves. Feel the power of the dark iron dwarves, says the person who's now a corpse. You can actually make dark iron yourself if you want. You know where they get their name from, or what they get their name from. Well, I presume that's what they got their name from. It's dark iron, they're dark iron. Yeah. You find it in the Burning Steeps and in the Searing Gorge, or Burning Steps, or whatever the fuck it's called. You can find ore around there. You smith it in Black Rock Depths. I believe that is the only place you can do it. You know, they really are terrible at this whole spying thing. There we go. Fucking obvious. Captain Beld. Alright. Heal, heal, heal. Shield. And Mind Blast. What's he got? Reduces magical damage taken by 75%. Asshole. Attack plans. Maps, letters, and orders detailing plans for Dark and attack on Ironforge. Remember the guy who's injured outside on 1 hit point? I have no idea who or what he's to deal with. I presume there's a quest going on, but well, it's for some quest. But whose or what's, I have no idea. Maybe he was to deal with some former class quest. But I think a lot of them have been removed. I believe priests used to have to go heal people. Like I remember in Elwyn Forest, there's a guy injured over here, and clerics would be sent to go heal him. And if that was the case for this guy, well, he's out of luck. The quest's gone now. No one gives a shit. Let us stroll on up this way and try and avoid these snow leopards. I'm a little interested in getting into a fight with them. But they have an interest in getting into a fight with me. Ooh, also, I ended up taking... Because I switched the professions, they ended up taking this off. It gives me a 10% reduction to physical damage taken, and removes all poison, disease, curse, magic, and bleed effects. It's quite nice. I've also a 1% resistance to frost damage, and my critical strike damage and healing is increased by 2%. Also Explorer. You find additional fragments when looting archaeological finds. You can survey faster than normal archaeologists.
Well met.
Where did Dark Iron... What are the Dark Irons up to? I knew they weren't here to see the sights. The sergeant examines the plans you captured, his eyes wide. This is more serious than we thought. This is no mere raid. The Dark Irons intend to cripple the defenses of Ironforge itself. According to the plans you captured, the Dark Irons are planning a large-scale attack on the Ironforge Airfield. The Council has moved most of our forces down into Dumrow to deal with the instability brought by the Cataclysm, leaving our defenses weakened at the airfield. Pre-Cataclysm, you couldn't actually access the airfield without, like, glitches or something. I remember hearing there's a way to actually fall into the Deep Rum Tran pre-Cata. If you ran up the right part of the cliff or whatever. From the airfield, like. We need a way to get you to the airfield quickly. Take the road back west towards Golbalar Quarry and find Mathel Rust Wrench. He should have a flying machine you can use. Go. Actually, is there even a way up there now without using a flying mount? Not sure. Not that there's really much up there for a for someone with a flying mount. Unless they're going back to do these quests. Yeah. So we're actually nearly done here. Nearly. Not quite. Why does it keep showing a repeatable? Because there's no repeatable quests, not this early. I think I might stop soon and go get something to eat. As I actually haven't had any yet. Only a bit of, no, actually, I've only had cola. And that's not exactly food. Those are actually neutral. So I guess if you're, like, say, going down the ramp and despawn, or if you're coming up the ramp, they won't just bombard you. They'll just run straight for the dwarves. Anyway, let's just steal your air machine. Because, well, I didn't ask him. Don't know why these keep appearing and disappearing. It's glitchy. Christ, there's ton of Dark Iron golems, troops. I should zoom out right now. I'm currently using my Mac mouse, so I can't. The Windows mouse is gone to shit. The wheel keeps pressing itself. So, like, if I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, I just start auto-running, shit like that. Or I may mess with my ability to actually use abilities, like,